Welcome to the Boot Heel Sports Network, and welcome to Malden, home of the Greenwave. You are live on the Boot Heel Sports Network. We're coming at you. It's been a little bit of a break since the tournament, or the Classic, I should say, in Manila, Arkansas, but the Tigers are back. It's 2025, and they're ready to go. Getting ready is the junior varsity squads for the Tigers and the Greenwave. So we're going to get right to the action, folks. I'm Jeremy Abrams, joined alongside Charlie Duckworth, and it'll be Charlie Duckworth on the call. Teams both coming to the midcourt for the tip. We want to thank everyone for tuning in. Be JV and then the Varsity as the tip is up and loose, taken by the Greenwave. So they will start with the first possession. So glad to be back on the Boot Heel Sports Network here in 2025. Malden kicking it around, looking for a shot. Good defense by the Tigers so far. Up, now down, pass down, load. Underneath the rim, rebounded. Shot put back up and good. That was number 23. And to tell you all about it, here's Charlie Duckworth with the junior varsity.
Thank you so much for that lead in, Jeremy. That was beautiful. We're, here in Malden. JV action, Faison Taylor makes that basket. And it's first 2 points for Caruthersville this game. Perkins for Malden scored the first two of the game for Malden. The big man down there, Elijah Hodges. See a change. That's a three for, I believe that is Harris. Make it a 5-2 ball game here in Malden. Carmen Tillman with the ball. He chucked up a three. No good. Rebounded by Beckett. Harris going to take it up the court now. He went for a shot, but he didn't like it. There's a foul. That's a travel called on the Greenwave. Now, as I said, it looks like there might be a little switch up on the Tigers lineup. Elijah Hodges starting this game instead of Donzel Foster. That's something that we haven't seen a lot this year. Elijah Hodges starting. He's been getting some crucial minutes, especially against Dyersburg JV. Is that three by Moten? It's no good. Almost rebounded by Bigham. Nope. And now Harris is going to take it up court. He's guarded by Moten from this jump. Moten makes him pick up the ball. He's looking for a pass. That pass to Contrell. Contrell at the key. He's going to pass it to Riviera, who passes it down. Bully ball by Perkins. Just lower the shoulder. Big man. Classic Bill Lambier style nearly there. As Malden's already getting a sub ready. That looks like Brown as another three is tucked up. Rebounded this time by Faison Taylor. Three for Bigham. Bang! Bigham was telling me to lay off the harsh remarks towards his play. I'm going to keep on going. If I see an air ball, I'm going to point it out tonight, folks. Riviera with the ball near the corner. He passes to Harris at the top of the key. Harris at the wing. Is he going to pass in? No, he can't. Beckett now. He gets his pocket picked by Faison Taylor. Elijah Hodges with the drive. No good. But he gets 2 free throws. As I stated, Hodges will get 2 free throws here for the Tigers. This could be to make it within 1. No. No good. Brown now comes in for Riviera for Malden. And now Hodges, his second free throw. Money. Now it is a 6-7 ball game here in Malden. Harris with the ball. He's going to pass it down to the paint to Perkins. Or to Beckett, my fault. Oh! Brown went for a pass. It bounced off of Elijah's head there. That was, you haven't seen a lot this year. Just a pass to the noggin. That's a pass right there to Beckett. Beckett gets pickpocketed again by a combo of Jordan Moten and Faison Taylor. Euro. It's good. Tigers take the first lead that they have of this game. It's 8-7 now. Pass to Harris. He's going to assume, not seen a lot of JV from Malden, I will say. But I'm going to assume he is their primary primary shooter, primary guy. I'm sure they play through him the most. There's a foul called there. That foul is on Young. No, they got that wrong. That foul is on Malden. I was confused because I didn't see 14 down there. That pass into Brown, money. Good shot there. That pass into Beckett. No, that was Brown. With the 2. Now it's 9-8. That 3 for Bigham. Money. Bigham. 2 3 attempts, 2 3 makes. 9-11 the score now. That pass, Brown for 3. No good. Off the side of the rim. Now drive in for the Tigers. That's Tillman. He's coast to coast. No, he passes down to Taylor. Plays on. Still won't give me them wings, but it doesn't matter right now. Harris. Pass there for Contrail. That's a 3. Jacked up by Caruso. No good. Now Bigham with the ball. And he's going to get stolen. The pass is going to be stolen there by Contrail. Now that is Caruso with the ball. He just shot a 3. That pass was tipped, but it still went to the player. That one was Perkins in the paint. Tillman now with the ball. Tillman. He's going to shoot another 3. Whew. Taylor forced the ball out of Perkins' hands, but it still was rebounded by Harris. There. Now, drive in for Caruso. Doesn't make it. His woes continue this game. That one was just the unluckiest of unlucky bounces. It looked like it hit every single part of the rim. Hodges, now back to Bigham. 3 for 3? Yep. They can't guard Bigham. He has 9 as we will go to our first ad break of the game of the day for us, as the Caruthersville Tigers lead 16 to the Malden Greenwave 9 here on the Boot Hill Sports Network.
Affordable buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti offer rent-to-own utility sheds, lofted barns, cabins, and garages ranging in sizes from 8x10 to 14x40, with no credit check required and down payments as low as just $100, plus free delivery and setup within 50 miles. Come in and see Caleb Trammell at 898 East State Highway 84 in Caruthersville, right next to A Plus Storage, or call 573-922-6318. Affordable Buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti, a proud sponsor of the Boot Hill Sports Network.
Welcome back to Malden, Missouri. It's a tongue twister right there if you say it fast enough. As the Greenwave are down 9-16 over Caruthersville Tigers. This is junior varsity action. As stated earlier, you will be joined by Jeremy Abrams, the voice of the Tigers. As that stolen nearly by Jordan Moten. Then Tillman got a hand on it, but it doesn't matter. Bigham steals it now. Tigers are just getting in there. That pass to Taylor. He's in the paint. He's everywhere right now. Perkins now with the ball. Perkins is going to pass to Contrail. Contrail's pass gets deflected. That was to Harmon. We'll say Harmon's got a killer mustache over there. That pass stolen by Bigham. Oh, Bigham couldn't get possession. Harmon for 3. No good. Off the backboard. And now the Tigers are driving. That's Faison Taylor all the way down. He misses the layup. Got to put a little bit more oomph into that one, I feel like. Nonetheless, it's 20-9 as the Tigers just on a scoring outburst in about 20 seconds, all led by Faison Taylor. Ball, maybe that was a foul on Hodges. be inbounded in by Brown, who will pass it to the corner to Beckett. Beckett stolen by Bigham. Bigham, is he going to make it again? 5 for 5. He gets a foul, though. This is Bigham basketball. Ain't it? Just get fouled.
Demarion Rogers, where you been all my life? That's all I can say so far.
He's been on the bench. First free throw for Bigham. First free throw. No good. And he expects me not to criticize his game whenever I see him.
Maybe they should move the free throw line back beyond the arc.
That's a little bit too much. That's a little aggressive right there. Second free throw, good. Huh? Bigham has 10. He has 10 of the 21, which is a crazy stat to think about here. 35 seconds left here in Malden, or in the first quarter in Malden. That pass to Brown on the wing. He loses it for a second, but he picks it right back up. He's still dribbling. Hodges putting some heavy pressure on him. Double team now. Push. You know, I will say there was a push from Brown there. And then a push from Hodges. Seems like he sent one back just as a nice little friendly shove. He probably told him Merry Christmas, Happy New Year with that. Hodges, that's his second foul. He's getting subbed out. In comes Foster. Said Hodges started over Foster this game. That's a shakeup in the lineup. I can't really say I expected, as Caruso just knifes his way in, and that was smooth like butter right there. Beautiful layup. Coach Billings telling the time to Jordan. He loses it. Bigham gonna shoot a three. Off the backboard, and that's all she wrote for the first quarter. It's 21-11. The Tigers lead the Greenwave here on the Boot Hill Sports Network. I'm Charlie Duckworth. I'm joined alongside Jeremy Abrams, and we'll be back after this.
Little Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition.
Whether you're competing for the thrill of the game or cheering from the sidelines, the Bank of Missouri is rooting for you every step of the way. We know life is full of ups and downs. That's why our team works to get to know you, to understand your unique needs, and to empower you with the personalized tools and support to reach your goals. So no matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is a teammate you can count on. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Welcome back to Malden, as second half action of junior varsity play starts right back up, and that's a double dribble or a carry there for Malden. That was sloppy play there, but it's okay. Motown will get a bucket soon. And now Harris with the ball. He's going to pass to the corner. Riviera almost, pace on Taylor almost swatted that from about 14 feet out, it looked like. That one. Tillman gets poked away, almost a backdoor, but they say that it was a deflection. Rebounded by Foster. Foster makes it. The Tigers are crashing those offensive boards early this game, which is something that, I mean, this JV team hasn't really been able to get right, you know, or in a concurrent state where they can keep on getting these, or leading in offensive rebounds. It's another deflection. Bigham, this time it works. Now, Tigers going to slow it down. Screen by Bigham. Moten with the ball. He passes to Tillman. Tillman, mid-range. Miss. Bigham with the rebound. Does not get a foul call. He goes for a fadeaway. Fadeaway floater right there, it looked like. That's a pass to Caruso now. Guard by Bigham. Let's see what he can do. That's a 3 for Perkins. No good. Now Moten with the ball. He's going to pass all the way down to Taylor. This and 1. I was getting ready to salute that 2 right there. No, there's an and 1 play. That's even 5:40 left, and it's 23-11. Foul on Perkins. He went for a swat there. Free throw no good. Rebounded by Bigham. 4-point play for the Tigers, it felt like there. As that pass to, oh, that one was rough looking. And they just collided at half court. That's Tiger basketball still. Just a collision. No, they do have the score. 1 second.
The free throw was missed.
And then, yeah, the free throw was
Rebound.
Scoreboard has the score wrong. I think they're talking about it. Or I don't know what they're debating.
Or 25.
There's major confusion happening because I don't know if they know where the ball's going to be, or I don't know if they know the score, or if they have some inbound play. I think it's the inbound. I think and now they're still talking, and now Coach Billings will show his score sheet.
I've got it. We have a tip.
Something's up here. Did they give a tech? There's a technical free throw happening. Brown makes it. No. Oh, he misses the second one. He. Go. No.
Should be 25.
And we're back into action. Confusion happening here. It's 25 to. I really can't tell what's going on. 25 to 12. Now we just had some. Jeremy Abrams is celebrating. Bigham, he's going up for a layup. He makes it. He has 14. 14 is 27. There's an insane stat right now for Bigham. But I think all the scores are right now. Let's hope we don't have another error like that. Let's hope we don't have a Lake County error later. And that one poked away by Taylor, and he kicks it. Oh. Jayson Taylor looked like he was going for a mean layup there. 5 minutes left, or just under 5 minutes left. And that pass into Harris. Harris guarded by Foster. Harris tried for a behind the back dribble, but it didn't really work. I passed back to Harmon. Now Harris with the ball. He passes to Brown. Brown hit one of his bucket, or one of his tech free throws. As that's, whoa. He tried to dunk that. And Bigham has 16 now. I mean, what was that? Pass to the corner. Harmon for 3. No good. Swatted. Bigham didn't even go for the rebound. And is he going to get the rebound that time? No, he's not. Shot up for Caruso. No good. Bigham gets the rebound now. 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. He's just going to slowly dribble past to Tillman. See if he can find anyone to connect it to. Try to kick it to someone. Seems that pass, or Bigham passes to Moten. Moten passes back to Bigham in the paint. Bigham does not have 18 yet. He gets 18 now. What a first half for Bigham. I mean, he's playing insane right now. That's Tiger basketball. Riviera's coming in for Harris. Malden passes into Tillman. Tillman being guarded by Harmon at the key. See what he can do. And dribble. Pass to Taylor now. Taylor's going to drive all the way in. He loses it before he fully gets in air. Now Brown, he's hop step. No good. Rebounded by Charman. Charman going all the way down. He's going to pass the face on, and it's tipped. Stolen by Riviera. Stolen by Faison. Pass to Bigham. He's got 20. Ain't no one going to tell him anything tomorrow at school. It's going to be obnoxious by Biggins, I tell you. Double team nearly by Malden, and Bigham works. Harmon passes to Contrell. Passes to Riviera in the corner. Stolen away by Malden. Euro! Oh, this is foul on Malden there. I gotta say it straight up. I think this game might set a JV record for steals. I mean, I feel like I'm saying Tigers steal every other possession right now. Now Caruso with the ball. Looked like Malden was going for a steal there. Contrell pass stolen by the Tigers. Stolen by the Tigers. Malden does not go up to dunk this time, and makes a bucket. Like I said, it really just seems like they really want to steal the ball a lot now. That pass to Brown, a pass to Harmon in the corner. He's going to chuck up a three. No good. Rebounded by Bigham. It's got to be a double-double at this point. He's just going to slowly go up. Oh, Caruso. Bigham's going to take it to the house, and he's blocked. Rebounded by Tillman. And that fast break now that's Contrell. No foul called there. That should have been a foul. That's a foul. Well, like I say, I'm a Caruthersville student and a Caruthersville fan at heart, but that's an ugly foul there. Brown's going to get to the stripe, and now I believe this is Malden's second time at the line because Brown took tech free throws earlier as he misses the first one. Hodges now comes in for Malden. That's also the first foul on Bigham, so I'll tell you. Well, we'll say Caruthersville's brought a crowd. Even for a JV game, Caruthersville's brought a crowd. And Malden's isn't bad either. That's rebounded by Bigham. Both free throws no good for Brown. 35-12 with a minute 25 left in the half. Tillman splits the defense and doesn't even matter. He gets blocked, it looks like, or gets the ball stolen. Now Riviera, step back three. Ooh. Hit the rim and went straight down. Rebounded by Bigham. Harris guarding Bigham. Bigham Euro step. Gets the foul and one. What? I feel like the Tigers are right now creating a monster in Bigham. All the talk I give him, and he was like, "Oh, don't criticize me." Can't criticize him now. He's got 22. Make it 23? Does not make it 23. I finally got something to criticize him for. Now Harris takes it up. Pass to Riviera in the corner for three. No good. I don't want to sound too harsh here, but it's been an ugly shooting night for Malden. The three-point has not been there for them. Tillman, deep three. What was that? That was Curry range. And he gets his own rebound, makes it two. But that was Curry range there for Charman. There's a foul called. Foul on Bigham. 30 seconds left. I'd be surprised if they had done something after the last 30 seconds. Pass in. Go. Ball nearly stolen by the Tigers. Errant pass. And that was a walk. Rebounded by Tillman. 16 seconds. Ball deflected. Tillman gets bumped. Tiger basketball. I know. I'm not usually the one to cry wolf for fouls. There's 13 seconds left, but you got shoulder bump there. I will say, Tillman's not the biggest one on the team. Now Foster, woo! Little Jason Williams flare there on that layup. There's 2 seconds. Harris for 3, no good. And with that, it is 41-12 at halftime for this junior varsity action. The Tigers have flat out been the better team, and we'll get into that more and give you a preview of varsity action after a couple of our fine sponsors here on the Boot Hill Sports Network. We'll be back after this.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East Elm in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
8:55. Lostbrook from 11 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. From 11 a.m. until 9:30 p.m.
We're for agriculture, for growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
Welcome back to Malden, Missouri. As you can see, it's halftime. We have a man mopping the court right now. This is beautiful. Look at this real athlete right there at half the court. Besides that, some stats for the game right now. Caruso for Malden has 3, Brown has 3, and Perkins has 4, equaling 12 points. And for Caruthersville, Charman has 2, Faison has 9, Moten has 4, Foster 4, and Bigham, he has 22. I mean, what else can you say? You know, what suits you here, Jeremy?
Well, you know, I hate to state the obvious. As a matter of fact, no, I don't. But obviously, yes, Demarion Rogers, Bigham has taken off. 22 points in the first half. Now, we both know this young man very well, very athletic, very talented. I'm not going to say that I'm surprised by his effort so far. I think it's great. I'm just wondering to see where he goes from here. Here's my thing, and this one thing when you're a sports writer or a broadcaster or whatever, sometimes unfortunately, you got to be a critic. I'm not going to criticize Malden as far as, you know, they shoot the 3, and that's fine. But if you're going to shoot the 3 as often as the Greenwave are, you got to make some of them. When you only have 12 points at the half in the game, and you're shooting that many threes, you got to start trying to find something, because a lot of their points are coming off of offensive rebounds just being put back up. So I think the game plan has got to be in the second half, for the Greenwave, is start looking for some passes instead of who's open for 3. Because right now I don't have the percentage in front of me, but it's got to be under 20% from the arc, if not even under 10%. It's been that, like I said, most of their points have been off of just offensive rebounds and tip-ins, and a couple off of free throws. So I just say, if you're Caruthersville, the old saying, one of my favorites, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just come out and do exactly what you did, and we're going to see a mercy clock in the junior varsity game, I think, for the first time in the season.
I believe Notre Dame had a mercy clock, but you know, that was not in favor of the Tigers.
Well, we started late because they started the game early, so I'm not counting that.
Don't Mickey Mouse Notre Dame, buddy. But just like you said, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Bigham is having a career night right now. He is killing it for the Tigers, and Malden hasn't really had a response to that. And like Jeremy said, it sucks to be a critic here, especially of these high school athletes, you know, and people that are just trying to grow up and get into varsity ranks. But Malden's, I'm a basketball fan. I know my Mike D'Antoni offenses. They run a 7 seconds or less like crazy, Malden does. And, I mean, it's insane to see the amount of threes that get chucked and the amount of threes that go in. And it's got to be, I believe 1 3 is went in for Malden this game.
I think you're right, and it was very early into the game. One final point that I want to make, just this junior varsity squad, we've got to see them when sometimes they don't get to play when the varsity does, but when we've seen them, they're fast, they're athletic. I haven't seen them as efficient with their shots as we have in this one, but this would be a great boost for the junior varsity going forward because they've had some tough ones. They had a tough one up in Notre Dame, as you mentioned, a couple other ones earlier in the season. So this would just be, if they can continue to do what they did in the first half, an absolute great way to start the new year, if you will.
I mean, you're absolutely right, Jeremy. This is the most complete, I believe, we've seen this JV roster. They're hitting on all cylinders, really. I mean, there's been a few questionable shot decisions, you know. Curry range is a bit crazy to shoot from when you still have a lot of time left. Or not a lot, but, you know, a significant amount of time left. And still, this JV team's up, I believe that's 29 at half, which is insane to think, and it's mainly been off the efforts of assists by Jordan Moten and Faison Taylor, and scoring from Bigham and Faison Taylor. But with that ends our halftime recap, and we're gonna go to a couple of our fine sponsors, and when we're back, it's time for second half action of Malden, Caruthersville, JV, here on the Boot Hill Sports Network.
Life is a balancing act, but banking doesn't have to be. First State Community Bank's new digital banking fits seamlessly into your lifestyle, putting you in control of your finances more conveniently than ever, so you can bank on your terms and your time. With credit monitoring, card controls, and sharing tools all at your fingertips, it might be time to celebrate. With First State Community Bank, banking is always in motion. Simplify your life and explore our digital banking today.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to Home Plate.
Welcome back to junior varsity action here in Malden. It's 41-12. Caruthersville leads. Let's see if they can help continue to grow this lead into some mercy clock territory so we can get this varsity game here faster. There's a foul already. I believe. Ball knocked out of bounds. Oh, no, that's a foul on Tillman. Jump. Nearly stolen by Moten. If you missed it, that's something that we did not hit on in that halftime recap was the amount of steals the Tigers have. Now, they have a obscene amount of steals right now, and they're, I mean, outrunning these passes that or to these Malden players. It's kind of crazy to see. Looks like a bunch of little Darrell Reeveses out there intercepting passes. As now Caruso with the two. No good. Rebounded by Tillman. He loses the handle. He gets it right back, though. This is insanity. Taylor down all the way. Makes it. First 2 points of the half go to Faison Taylor. 43-12. 5:45 left. Foster, Garden Harris deep. That one's tipped by Taylor, stolen. Moten has it. He gets it right back. He really has it stolen again. He spins it. Put him in a spin cycle there. Now, Tillman with the ball. He's going to dribble between two defenders mid-range. No good, but still, I'm buzzing over that spin move right there. That was beautiful. A pass to the corner for Harris. He chucks up a three. No good. All I can say is you can tell someone didn't listen to our halftime report. Now, Malden with the ball. He's going to carry it. He's going to slow down this game. See what he can do. Pass to Foster. Foster, he's going to drive in. This is Donzel Foster basketball right there. Two go in. I feel so professional and weird calling him Donzel, even though that's his name. I always call him DJ. Harris, pass in, nearly blocked by Faison. And, wow, Perkins gets the rebound. He's their leading scorer tonight. 6 now. They score their first point since, I think, about the 5-minute mark of the second quarter, which is a testament to this Tigers defense tonight. Malden loses the ball nearly again. He passes to Foster, who's going to, he's mid-range, off the front of the rim. He's going to get a foul call. You can tell what the Tigers do when they just shoot or go for a layup with 3 people in the paint. They want that foul. And usually in high school basketball, I mean, it gets called. So, front rim, no good. Foster up for another one. Off the front rim again. 3 front rim shots in a row. Impressive. Foster guarding. Oh, stolen by Malden. And they call a jump ball on that, actually. That was not a steal. Well, it's still Tiger basketball, but a little bit more complicated way of getting the ball. Inbound pass from Malden to Tillman. He passes it right back to Malden. Malden now dribbling, passes to Tillman. Tillman with the ball, being guarded by Contrell. He kind of called an ISO. Now he gets a pick by Taylor that really doesn't amount to anything. Tillman still with the ball. It's impressive how much his handles continue. Foster, pass into Tillman, mid-range, no good. Rebounded. There's a battle between Brown and Beckett for that. Beckett won the battle. And, they're teammates, by the way. As there's a foul on Hodges. I believe that's his 3rd of the game. It is. Oh. See if they. I believe Bigham's out. I don't see him on the bench at all. I believe Bigham's out for the rest of the game because they want to save him for some varsity minutes. And that one blocked, rebounded. Taylor had it. He passes to Tillman. Tillman, he's going to shoot a 3. Rebounded by Brown. When you think you have the green light, as that one's picked away. Hodges with the ball. Is he going to get his points? Yes, he will. Now it's 47-14. Tigers eclipse 33 on the deficit now. That one pass to the corner to Harmon. Pass there to Contrell, who passes to Brown for 3. Aired. Rebounded by Foster. Foster. Backcourt? Is that called a backcourt? It was. It's a weird backcourt call there. I mean, I think he was over the line, but yeah. Pass to the corner, Riviera for 3. No good. I think Riviera's attempted 7 threes tonight. That one, Malden now with the ball. Malden, it's deflected. Nearly got right back by Taylor, but Malden covers it. Tillman playing some harsh defense. Are they calling a foul? Or not? I thought with the way the whistle and the hand went up, it was about to be a foul call. No, Tillman's going to inbound to Hodges. Hodges on near the Malden end. big screen there for Tillman. You saw his whole jaw shake right there. That one hit every single corner of the rim. There's no corners on the rim. It doesn't matter. My point stands. That one up. Charman gets more points now. 4 to be exact. He's gonna get 4, which is more. That pass to Contrell. Pass to Harmon in the corner for 3. Still no good. Rebounded by Tillman. And that's the end of the quarter. That was a fast-paced quarter. 51-14 is our junior varsity score here as the Tigers lead very comfortably. And we'll be back after a message from one of our fine sponsors.
Hey, are you doing the jailhouse rock and would much rather be having a house party? You can call Moss Bell Bonds at 573-359-4935 or 573-333-2916. They're available 24 hours a day. Also having a payment plan and credit cards accepted. You can make bail 1 minute from jail. Freedom lost, call Moss.
Well, I hate to say I told you so, but the Greenwave scored 2 points in that quarter, and guess what it was on? An offensive rebound. Any points off of threes? No, but they shot up about a half a dozen, so I'll just leave it at that. Charlie, take it away for the fourth quarter.
I won't leave it at that. I'll criticize this team a little bit more. The three chucking needs to end here. It's sloppy how many threes they've shot. And, like I said, I'm not seeing a lot of Malden play. Maybe they shoot a lot of threes. Maybe they do run a D'Antoni-inspired 7 seconds or less offense. Riviera blocked! Sent to the second row by Faison Taylor. No, I believe the mercy clock's on, Jeremy. It looked like you were trying to tell him to stop the clock after you already yelled at him about the score. So, that one, Caruso with the ball.
I think you mean fix the score, not yelled at him.
Well, you're interrupting a missed shot there by Beckett. That was, I believe, a foul? No, it was not. It was just out of bounds, and that one is out of bounds again. But Hodges does not touch it this time, and 51-14, Jeremy. Hodges with the ball at the key. He's going to pass to Tillman. Tillman, he's going to chuck one up. I mean, at this point, do whatever you want, I guess. Play random, as Mike Budenholzer said to the Bucks one time. Didn't like that. That one nearly stolen away by Faison. Like I said, this might be a Tiger, past the JV at this point. This might be a Tiger basketball record for steals. There's a foul on Tillman. They called a push there. I think the refs were just doing I think he was doing hand signs at this point. As now Brown comes in for Contrell. Stated at the end of that second quarter, at the end of the first half, Bigham was pulled for the rest of the game. And I can only assume that's for JV minutes. That ball stolen again by the Tigers. Hodges does not see a wide open Keyston Clowers as Young misses the layup. There's a foul push. It's going to be Malden basketball. Wow. 5 minutes. It's just ticking now. This is good. Good for the soul. That one pass in. That is Caruso with the ball. Harmon now at the wing. Harmon passes to Riviera. Riviera to Caruso. Caruso now, guarded by Tillman. Hodges guarding Brown. Harmon being guarded by Michael Young. They're stuffed. Harmon is he chucks up a three no matter what. He misses it. Foul. Beckett's gonna go to the line. That's what Jeremy said. Offensive rebound. And this time they got a foul out of it. See if they can score on this. 2 points the whole half for Malden. First free throw, that was, there it goes in. Interesting free throw motion there by Beckett. I mean, can't knock the hustle if it works. Second one's good too. 51-16 is now the score. Tillman with the ball. He's going to go up. It should have been a foul there, really. Young in the corner. That was a double, and they didn't call it. Michael Young committed one of these skip. That was a double dribble from out of this world right there. I believe the Tigers. Oh, Young's going to go to the line now. Oh, what's the ref doing? He wanted the ball passed into him. Young's first free throw, no good. I will say, I thought the Malden chant was saying something about R-E-D, but they were yelling the letters to rebound and saying rebound. For some reason, I thought they were chanting for us. And Clowers scores now. Everyone except Young has scored for the Tigers. See if that changes with 2:25 left. Stolen away. Here he goes. Young for the Tigers. Oh, he misses. Oh, my Lord. Is there going to be a three attempted? No. And one. And, they blew up the shot. Not an and one for Malden. That was just a common foul. Three. Good. Oh. Harris, who had three in the first half, has three in the second. I believe that was a 2 and a free throw that he had on. Oh, pass, air ball, rebounded by Hodge. No, they call it out of bounds. He flew. He looked like Odell, prime Odell right there, going for the ball. He gave me this face like he didn't look like prime Odell. He one-handed, falling backwards. Hodge is now guarding Caruso. Pass in. They call another foul. They heard mercy clock and decided to bring out all the fouls. Is it free throws? It is free throws. Bonus time for the Greenwave. They stopped the time for a second. Well, 56 seconds remain. What's the betting line that Michael Young makes the next shot? I think it's pretty high. No good off the front of the rim for Beckett. 53-19 score. 40 seconds. Beckett's second free throw. It's money. 2 points, 2 free throws, or 2 out of 4 free throws. Pass, Tillman. He loses it. Just Hodges picks it back up. Hodges is gonna go all the way and one. Hey, a stare down. Oh, Elijah Hodges with the stare down there. 53-20, 33-point lead for the Tigers. This looks like this will be the last shot of the game, probably for both teams. Hodges is gonna take his sweet time. Miss, rebounded by Malden. Nope, stolen away by Taylor. Oh, rebounded, Malden. They're not gonna go for a half court. They're just gonna let the clock run out. And that's a final. That's a wrap on this JV game as Caruthersville flat out dominated 55-20. We'll be back with the stats and a little bit more of a varsity preview after this.
Affordable buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti offer rent-to-own utility sheds, lofted barns, cabins, and garages ranging in sizes from 8x10 to 14x40, with no credit check required and down payments as low as just $100, plus free delivery and setup within 50 miles. Come in and see Caleb Tremmel at 898 East State Highway 84 in Caruthersville, right next to A Plus Storage, or call 573-922-6318. Affordable Buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti, a proud sponsor of the Boot Heel Sports Network.
Little pizza heaven. located at 503 Ward Avenue, Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition.
Whether you're competing for the thrill of the game or cheering from the sidelines, the Bank of Missouri is rooting for you every step of the way. We know life is full of ups and downs. That's why our team works to get to know you, to understand your unique needs, and to empower you with the personalized tools and support to reach your goals. So no matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is a teammate you can count on. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Welcome back to the Boot Heel Sports Network as you just watched the Caruthersville Junior Varsity with a huge win over the Malden Greenwave, 55-20. Charlie Duckworth on the call there, and as you could see throughout the action, it was just a matter of Malden really relying on the three-point shot. However, not very many of them dropping. I think only 2 in the entire game on what has to have been over 20 shots, and that's being friendly there. So they do end up getting some points from some rebounds under the boards and some free throws, but really not a whole lot to that one. Caruthersville just came out and dominated. And Charlie, I got to throw it to you. How about the game? How about just the DeMarion Rogers, Bigum as we know him as? He had a game in the first half.
Well, yeah, and I pointed out he had 22 points, got pulled at the end of the first half. I'm going to only assume that's because they wanted to make sure he was fresh enough for varsity action, just in case. That was beautiful performance by him in the first half. I want to highlight Faison Taylor, especially. 11 points for him in that in the full game, and he, flat out was one of the key members of this defense. He had at least 6 steals, I believe. Half the Tigers had 6 steals, but when you run that fast and loose basketball like Malden was, and that 7 seconds or less offense, there's a lot of turnovers that can spawn in. See it all the time in the NBA.
I don't think there was a whole lot to take away from the game other than Caruthersville, the junior varsity, was the better team. But there's one thing you got to remember, and this is going to go with the varsity as well. For one, we're going to hear some of the same names that we heard during the junior varsity contest, as it looks like some of those junior varsity will dress out for varsity as well. And two, this is a young team. This was a young team in football. We knew that. And it looks like it's the same way in basketball. So this program could be on the up and up. There's talent there, but they just got to get it all together, because tonight it was everything. And I mean everything. When you go from shot type, ball handling, stealing, rebounds, and look at the final score, everything went the way of Caruthersville.
It certainly did. And that's not to hold anything as the Tigers are coming out to a loud applause there by the cheerleaders. That was extreme. But, it's not to hold anything against Malden as a team. It was that Caruthersville were the more prepared, more ready, the better looking team with, I don't want to say it, but with better talent as a whole. You look, Bigum had 22, Faison Taylor had 11, Jarman Tillman had 6, Jordan Moten had 4 that game. And you think, 4, that's not that much. But he was a defensive stalwart out there today for the Tigers. He was in every single pressing situation that he could be in.
All around great effort by the junior varsity Tigers. Good to see them get to show off, especially here on the Boot Heel Sports Network. Really get to show off the talented team that is the Caruthersville Tigers junior varsity. So before we delete it off the score, one more look at it. 55-20, the Tigers over the Greenwave in the junior varsity game. Coming up next, folks, we've got the varsity game. It's the 5-7 Caruthersville Tigers of 2 wins at the Manila. It was the Big River Steel Lion Holiday Classic. They went 2-1 in that tournament, so their record sits at 5-7. They're taking on the winless 0-8 Malden Greenwave, and all that's coming up next. But before that, I think we should hear from some of our sponsors and switch seats and get ready for some varsity action. So we'll be back after a few words from our sponsors. Thank you for tuning in to the Boot Heel Sports Network. We'll be back in a few.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East M in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
Hey, are you doing a jailhouse rock and would much rather be having a house party? You can call Moss Bell Bonds at 573-359-4935 or 73-333-2916. They're available 24 hours a day. Also having a payment plan and credit cards accepted. You can make bail 1 minute from jail. Freedom loss, call Moss.
Los Portales in Hayti is a proud sponsor of all of your favorite sports teams in the Boot Heel. Serving lunch specials and delicious dinners 7 days a week. Come in and see Francisco and his friendly staff for great food, fun, and a family-friendly atmosphere. You can dine in or carry out, so call 359-2400 or visit them at 1078 South Washington Street in Hayti, just off of Interstate 55. Los Portales, open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 9:30 p.m.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
We're for agriculture, for growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to Home Plate.
Whether you're competing for the thrill of the game or cheering from the sidelines, the Bank of Missouri is rooting for you every step of the way. We know life is full of ups and downs. That's why our team works to get to know you, to understand your unique needs, and to empower you with the personalized tools and support to reach your goals. So no matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is a teammate you can count on. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Welcome back to the Boot Heel Sports Network. We're getting ready for the varsity action between the Caruthersville Tigers and the Malden Greenwave. We just saw the junior varsity Tigers knock off the Greenwave 55-20. Again, the Tigers coming into this game 5-7. We all know about the tough openings of the season, going 0-4 against some, as we've been saying all year long, some juggernauts, much higher class and seeded teams, higher districts, different districts, but higher classes. Rebounded, came back with some wins. A couple losses that still hurt a little bit. Notre Dame, that one still stings a little bit as the Tigers led most of that game. And then again, just in case you missed it over the holidays, the Tigers played in the Big River Steel Lion Holiday Classic down in Manila, Arkansas. They knocked off Gosnell on the opening night. They fell to Manila Varsity on the Saturday night, and then Sunday, unfortunately, I didn't get to make that game. I was a little bit ill, under the weather, but the Tigers rebounded with a win over Manila, the junior varsity squad, a little bit of a mixture of players, and so they came off 2-1, and that's been the last action the Tigers have seen. This is the first action of 2025, and it is here up in Malden, just about a 45-minute trip or so, depending on which way you take. Malden coming in 0-8. Now, that's not to say that this isn't a talented team. They had a similar football season. They came up. They finally won one right there at week 8, I believe it was. They got their first win of the season. So this is a young Malden team, Malden sports-wise, all around young. And we're going to see, looks like a couple of the same names that we saw in the JV game. At least they're listed on the roster. So we'll see who the starters are here in just a couple minutes. Charlie Duckworth on the junior varsity game. Great call. We'll see what kind of attack this Malden team, as Charlie and I were talking about on the way up here. Not a whole lot of film out there, video-wise, on the YouTubes and other areas. So we don't know exactly what to expect. If the varsity runs the same type of offense as the JV, we know what to expect. We know what to watch for the 3-ball for sure, and the big men down low. Looks like there is pretty good size on the varsity. At least 3 players I see, probably 6 foot or more, but I really never know. The Tigers are not one of the biggest teams in the area, but they know how to score up some points between Jermonte Alexander, Sammy Bryant, Quan McVeigh, and the rest of the guys. Colby Sargent down low. You've got Jackson McClue always coming off the bench, draining threes. Marion Truss, Benson, Moten, McVeigh. Let's see who I haven't mentioned. Campbell. This is a stocked and ready Tigers lineup. Just ready to see them get to action and see what Malden, the varsity squad, has. We still have about a minute before the introduction of the starters and the game. Charlie, what are you hoping to see here?
Well, obviously, I'm hoping to see a Tiger win. I mean, I have not been in the presence of a Tiger win since Lake County, so like to see one for myself. Besides that, I mean, really, I just want to see a good, close basketball game, especially after that JV game. And I don't want to sound like a disappointed parent here, but Malden's JV failed me there, man. I had some like, oh, I'm ready for this, and just came out and just started chucking up threes, and it just wasn't working. I don't know, of course, the scheme that Malden runs for varsity or not, but if they run it like that and they don't have 3-point shooters, it won't work. As introductions are starting, I'm going to sling it back to Jeremy. Phew.
Thank you, Charlie. So here we go with the starters. The regular squad for the Tigers: Colby Sargent, number 2. Number 3, Sammy Bryant. Number 5, Jermonte Alexander. Number 12, Demarion Rogers starting.
Yeah, Bingham's starting. They're making lineup switch-ups now. This is crazy.
And Marion Truss starting tonight. So a little bit of a swap-up. And Charlie called it there when Bingham didn't come back out in the second half. He came back out but didn't come out to play. Wasn't on the floor. Sat on the bench after having a huge first half. It looks like he is going to get some minutes here as he's starting for the first time this season on the varsity.
I want to highlight something. If you look on the bench, Quan McVeigh's on the bench. So what I mean, really, what's that for?
We'll have to delve into that as we go along. Starters for Malden have been announced, and it looks like on the tip it'll be Colby Sargent and Deontez Dobbins. Braden Cunningham, Zach Perkins, recognize that name from the football season, and I'll get to the other two starters here in just a second. Here's the start of the game. Tip is up, and it's taken by Germonte. Germonte up and in, just like that. The Tigers have a 2-point lead. A perfect tip to Germonte, and here we go the other way. Stolen by the Tigers. That's Bigham. He had a few of those in the JV game. Bigham gets rid of it, gives it to Sammy. Pass all the way to the corner. Bigham, no good. And the ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Greenwave. So a quick start. Tigers lead off the tip to Germonte. 2-0. Here's a three from Sammy from the corner. Got it to get going. Sammy with a three. And he was white hot in Manila against Gosnell. And we're going to have our first foul of the game. That'll go against the Tigers that were looking to trap the ball. Somebody reached in. Foul's going to be on Truss. And it's still Malden ball. Tigers lead 5-0. After the three by Sammy Bryant. Driving with a pass down low. Shot by Zach Perkins, no good. And going the other way for the Tigers. Long pass to Sammy underneath the rim. Fakes the shot. Now he's going to pull it out. Sargent from the top. He'll give it off to Germonte, and the Tigers will slow it down. As when Sammy finally got the pass, he was surrounded. Sammy for three. He got it again. Bryant already has 6 with 2 threes. And it's 8-0 Tigers in the start here of the first quarter. Press defense by the Tigers. Sammy, and here's a Malden pass, goes off the backboard, taken down by Truss. And the Tigers coming the other way. It's Germonte. Pass all the way out to Sammy for three. This time no good. Rebounded by Malden. Quick double team down low. Pass is finally taken in. Going is Dobbins. Dobbins up and fouled. It looked like he tried to dunk it. He was fouled. I know there was a lot of contact with the rim, but he will go to the stripe after the foul.
Man, Bigham said, no. You're not putting me on a poster today, bud.
So that's the first foul against Rogers. And Dobbins will look to get Malden on the board for the first time. First shot, no good. 6:24 remaining here. We're just into the first quarter, just about a minute and a half. Tigers lead 8-0. Dobbins again for the first Malden score. No good. Rebounded by the Greenwave. Stolen by the Tigers. Going the other way is Germonte. He's going to drive all the way, put it up. No good, but a rebound, I think, by Truss, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Greenwave, so Sargent will inbounds for the Tigers. Pitching a shutout with just a minute 45 into the game. Pass goes up to the top. Sammy thought about the three, now steps up. 20-footer, no good. Rebounded by Perkins. Going the other way from Malden. Pass down low. Block shot, and Bigham has it. Now he loses it. Scramble for the ball. It's loose. Picked up by Sammy Bryant. Sammy to the glass. He's fouled. And he'll go to the stripe. A pushing foul against the Greenwave. So just over 2 minutes into this game, that's the first foul. That foul will go against Cunningham. And again, the Tigers still pitching a shutout. It's 8-0. Sammy's first shot, in and out. Sammy, who's knocked down 2 long three-pointers to get us going in the first quarter. Again, he was white hot in the game against Gosnell the day after Christmas. Sammy's second shot is in and out, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers and Alexander. Alexander finds Sammy for three again. Too strong. A fight for the ball still. Finally, Sargent comes down with it, puts it up off the glass, too strong. And we'll have a jump ball. Possession arrow is Malden. So 5:41 remaining in the first quarter. Tigers up 8-0. Inbound pass nearly stolen as Perkins gets it off. Strong defense by the Tigers. Bounce pass down low. There's a big guy. Puts it up, and a foul. That's Zion Bell. That name rings a bell, if you will. Didn't mean to say it, but I did. But the foul was actually against, was on Landon DePraw. He'll go to the stripe and up and in. He's got his first bucket, and the first score by Malden in the game comes via the free throw. Landon's second shot. No good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Alexander will bring it up. Tigers leading by 7 here early in the first quarter. Jamonte to Colby Sargent. Sargent give it back to him. Jamonte to Sammy. To Alexander. And now a pass down low. Shot up. No good, off the hands of Moten and into the hands of the Greenwave. Bringing it up the other way. That's Cunningham. Cunningham looking for any kind of lane. Good defense and a reach-in against Sammy and a foul on the Tigers. That's Sammy's first, but the 4th team foul already for the Tigers. Dobbins will inbound for the Greenwave. Finds a man in the corner, but it's swatted away. Alexander said, no, sir. Knocks it out of bounds. It's still Malden ball. Boy, that reminded me of football. He came out of nowhere on that pass. So now they'll just move the Greenwave down a little bit, right where Jamonte knocked it out on the inbounds. And they're going to call exactly, I was wondering if they were going to call it. He leaned in all the way into the court to throw the ball inbound. You can't do that. That's a turnover. Tigers possession.
Look at you, little rule follower.
I know. I wouldn't call me a follower. I just know some of them. Bringing the ball up is Jamonte. Remember, I was one of the guys in the crowd that used to yell, you can't do that, whenever there was a foul on the other team. Tigers kicking it around. It's Jamonte at the top. He's driving, gets a screen from Truss. Pass down low and blocked, and I mean blocked. Moten went up to the rim, and that ball was shoved down his throat by Zion Bell.
Get him on the volleyball team.
On the inbounds, it goes out to Alexander. Sargent gets it from the corner, brings it up. Now Sargent from the wing, his shot was, I think it was deflected on the way up because it went wide left, and it goes out of bounds. That's going to be Greenwave basketball. Just about halfway into the first quarter, and we got an update coming here at our next break. Here comes Cunningham. Cunningham driving the whole way, lost control of it, tried to save it, and he does. Here's Landon. DePro puts it up and in. He's got all 3 for the Greenwave. It's 8-3. The Tigers haven't scored in a couple minutes. Need to take advantage of the slow offense by the Greenwave thus far. Jamonte driving, and a charge called against Jamonte. That'll be the Tigers' 5th team foul. First one on Jamonte. Inbound pass stolen by Moten, put up and good. The Tigers finally get back on the board. Now here comes the press. It is 10-3. Tigers lead. Slipping with the ball. And then stepped on, I think, was Perkins. Malden still has it, and a charge against Bell. So both teams taking a charge early in the game. That's the 2nd team foul against the Greenwave. And now the Tigers have possession. 3.5 to go in the first quarter. And here comes Alexander. Passes out to Sammy. Sammy with 2 threes in the game already. Moving it around to Truss. Amarion kicks it out to Brian. Up to the top to Jamonte. To Sammy for 3. Got it again! He's got 3 in the first quarter. Sammy is on fire. He's got 3 threes in the first quarter. That ball's kicked around, eventually stolen, picked up by Moten, and given to Alexander. 10-point lead for the Tigers. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Sammy Bryant with 9 coming from the three-point land. Jamonte finds a lane, but then throws it away. He was looking for Truss. DuPro comes up with it. He throws it away, but it's recovered. Long pass down the court. Here's Perkins. Shot was blocked, goes out of bounds, but it was last touched by the Tigers. And Zion Bell will take a breather, as will DuPro. So a couple substitutions in. Benford. And I'll get the other one. Just a second. Pass. Thinking about a three, pulling it down. Now a shot for three. No good. That was from Perkins, Zach Perkins. And the Tigers have the rebound. Going the other way, under 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Sargent gives it to Alexander. Germonte goes out to Benson. Benson just into the game, shoots the three. Short and rebounded by the Greenwave. And a foul on the court. Another push. That's going to go against Marion. That's his second foul here in the first quarter. And it looks like we'll see our first Jackson appearance for the game, as that foul put Malden into the bonus. And Dobbins will go to the free throw line to shoot two. First one's no good. Substitutions, Jackson comes in for Truss, who now has 2 fouls. And I think this is the first game that Jackson has not started this year.
It's the first one I remember him not starting. I'm not sure.
Dobbins' second shot's no good, but rebounded by the Greenwave. Benson on the defense now. Jackson just fresh into the game. Pass over to DuPro. He can't get a shot off. Here's a shot from the corner. No good. Rebounded by the Greenwave. Put back up by DuPro. Up and good. He's got all 5 of Malden's points. That's Landon to DuPro. Alexander gives it to Sargent. He was double teamed. Gets rid of it to Alexander. 90 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Benson at the top. Looking, he's going to go ahead and take the three. No, he pulled it down, gets the pass back. Loose ball, recovered by the Greenwave. Going the other way now, that's Perkins. He lost control of it off of his leg, and that's Tiger ball. And Cunningham will check back into the game to give Zach Perkins a breather. So the Tigers bring it up. 1:10 remaining in the first quarter, leading 13-5. Jackson with the ball, gives it back to Alexander. Alexander driving off of a screen from Benson. Pass down low, good from Moten. He's got 4. And the Tigers back to a 10-point lead. Long pass down to DuPro. He's going to drive baseline. Changes his mind, passes it out to the top to Cunningham. Cunningham getting rid of it. Pass nearly knocked away. Now it is stolen by Germonte. A 2-on-1 for the Tigers. Germonte takes it himself. Up and one. As Alexander is fouled on his way to the rim. Alexander had the first 2 points of the game, and now he finds himself at the stripe for 3 the hard way and 5 in the first quarter, should he make it. Tigers leading 17-5. 38 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And it looks like Zach Perkins will check back in for Cunningham. That was the second foul on Braden. So Alexander. Shot, good. So he's got 5 here in the first quarter. Tigers lead 18-5. All 5 points coming from DuPro. Here's Perkins. Pass to Benford. Benford back up to Perkins. Now to DuPro, the big man. Thought about the shot. Now he's at the top. Driving. Pass out. 17 seconds on the clock. Going for the steal was Moten. Ball is saved. Malden's got a shot with 10 seconds here. Pass down low to DuPro, and he's fouled. That's going to be against Moten with 8 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. That will send Landon DePro to the free throw line. Again, he has all 5 points for the Greenwave thus far. And he adds on with a free throw. 18-6. 8 seconds left on the clock, so if he makes this one, the Tigers have 8 seconds to get off the last shot. Second shot up, and good. He's got all 7 points. Tigers, 7 seconds on the clock. Who's going to shoot it? Alexander has it. Gives it up top to Moten. Moten to Sargent for 3 off the glass, but no good. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. So after 8 minutes of ball, the Tigers lead big, but not as big as they could. Right now, it's 18-7. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Little Pizza Heaven, located at 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or get delivered. So make sure you call them at 573-333-0490 or go by and see Chrissy and the gang. Once again, that's 503 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, Missouri, where they offer more than great pizza. Little Pizza Heaven, a Caruthersville tradition.
So after 1 quarter of play, the Tigers lead 18-7 here in Malden. 9 points in the first quarter by Bryant, all from beyond the arc. 5 points by Jermonte Alexander and 4 from Moten. And then you look at Malden, 7 points, all 7 from Landon DePro. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It is DEPROW, so we're going to stick with DePro until someone tells me otherwise. The update I got for you, Hayti, the junior varsity of Hayti, who started off very slow, came back and won big. What was the final of that game, Charlie, as the Tigers inbounds here?
It was 58-41. Hayti's JV beat Neelyville's JV.
Hayti JV over Neelyville, 58-41. Neelyville, that is. Now Alexander finds Bryant in the corner. Sammy's got another 3. 12 points tonight, all coming from beyond the arc. And now a steal by Bryant. He puts it up. No good, but Alexander's there to clean it up. Jermonte out of nowhere again. He's got 7 now in the game. Sammy with 12, all off 3-pointers. Now the ball handler, Cunningham, slips. Jermonte has his shot blocked on the free throw, or excuse me, the layup. And a foul is going to be called against Rogers, who's back in the game for the Tigers. He doesn't agree, but smartly just walks away without arguing. I did have an update on that technical foul, Charlie. I'll tell you what that was about here in just a second.
I'm ready to hear about this.
Well, I'll tell you now. One of the players for Caruthersville had the wrong jersey number on. They called a technical foul on him, so they had to switch that.
You're kidding me.
Nope. That's what I went down and asked. That's what it was. You got to follow the rules. Pass down low. It's tipped away, and Malden has it knocked away. It'll be Malden ball, as that was one of the Tigers. I believe it was Sammy snuck up behind him and knocked it into the bleachers. Decent crowd on hand here in Malden. All spread out with bleachers surrounding the court. Malden on the inbounds. It's stolen by Sammy. Bryant going the other way to the rim. Shot up, no good. Went a little fast with that one, and here's Cunningham bringing it up for the Greenwave. Cunningham's going to stop, pull up a shot, no good. And we'll have a foul underneath the rim. Zion Bell was going up for a rebounded shot. He's fouled. And we'll have a substitution as Benson back in for Caruthersville, as Moten, who was in on that foul, will take a seat. Tigers leading 23-7. Inbounds pass goes to Zach Perkins. Perkins has it, knocked away, then regained by DePro. DePro passes down low, layup, good. And that was Dobbins, his first 2 of the game. Now Alexander to bring it up. 23-9, Tigers lead. Alexander to Sargent, back to Jermonte. Gets a screen. Little floater off the glass, too strong. Ball knocked away, saved. Nope. They're going to say Benson stepped on the line trying to save the ball, and it will be Malden basketball. Inbounded for the Greenwave. It was tipped but taken in. Driving it, going all the way up and in. That was Dobbins. He's got 4 in the quarter. All 4 for the Greenwave here in the second. Just 2 minutes in, Sammy Bryant with the ball. Pass out to Jermonte, back to Sammy. The Bull to Sargent. Colby will pass it to Truss. Truss looking to drive. Big man up. No good. No foul on the play as the ref says everything's clean. And Cunningham has it for the Greenwave. Has it knocked away. Now he's double teamed. He's in trouble and they're going to call a late foul, a pushing foul. And that saved Cunningham because he had already picked up the ball. He started dribbling again. So that's the third foul now against Amarion Truss, and he will take a seat. 3 fouls here in the first half. On the inbounds, it goes to Zach Perkins. Perkins passes it out to Dobbins. Dobbins to Perkins. Driving, bounce pass. Nobody there, but here is Dobbins. His shot for 3, no good. Rebounded by Jermonte. Long pass is stolen by the Greenwave from Jermonte. Taken back by Jermonte. Pass, a little too hot off the hands of Benson. Benson's going to pull it back out. Now Sargent. Here's Benson. Alexander. Great ball movement. Pass down low. Shot up and good. Moten with the shot. And a fight for the ball. And they're going to call a foul. Instead of a jump ball, we're going to have a foul. That's going to go against Colby. So the Tigers, no stranger to the foul early in the game. Inbounds will be from Parker. DeVarius into the game for the Greenwave. Inbounds pass goes to Cunningham. Cunningham will drive down to Parker. Parker finds a man down wide open, up and in. That was Bell. His first 2 of the night. The big man pulls the Greenwave back within a dozen. Benson, pass to Alexander. A no-look pass to Sargent. He's going to bring it back out, though. Colby driving. Spin move to the hoop, and shot's blocked. Gets the ball back, gives it out to Sammy Bryant for 3. In and out. Oh, Alexander tried to get the rebound. Big smile on his face. I think he might have tried to either tip that or dunk it, one of the two. Greenwave on the inbounds now, trailing by Perkins. It looked like he walked, but it doesn't matter. He loses the ball, and it'll be Caruthersville basketball. That went off the foot of Perkins. Halfway through the second quarter, Tigers lead 25-13. Alexander brings it up for the Tigers. He'll give it off to Sammy. Sammy just holding the ball. Back to Jermonte. Passes it with a no-look to Benson. Benson traveled with the ball. And now we'll have a couple substitutions. Jackson will come in for Sargent. DePro back in. And Dobbins finally comes off the court. They had 6 men there. I was going to see if they were going to let him play. Cunningham with the ball. Guarded by Sammy. Nowhere to go. Picks it up. Throws it to the corner. That's Parker. Parker passes down low to Bell. Bell working. And a charge. Taken by the Tigers and Moten. And the Malden fans cannot believe it. I believe I heard the word flopper.
I believe a lady just yelled, he floppered.
Well, either way, Tiger basketball. Pass down low. Little jumper from Benson is up and good. He's got 2. Coming up with the ball is Cunningham. And that's going to be the 3rd foul against Sammy Bryant. Excuse me, 2nd. So the Tigers, I think we'd be at halftime right now if it weren't for all the fouls. Greenwave with the inbounds. 3.5 to go here in the first half. Tigers up by 14. Stolen! Benson! He's all alone. Here he goes. His shot's blocked, but put back up by Sammy Bryant. That's Bryant's first 2 points, or first points that were not from a three-pointer. And Coach, it was a push. Okay, Coach Bell was all over that one, asking for it, and he got it. It was a push from the ball carrier, Cunningham. And that's his third foul. The starter will have to sit probably for the rest of this half. Now the Tigers and Alexander bring it up. We're at the 3-minute mark of the first half. Alexander thought about the long three, at least faked one. Jackson gives it back to Jamonte, back to Jackson. Jackson for three, no good. You can see from here, but a rebound and a charge. This will be against Sammy. That will be his third foul. That is 4 charges in the first half of this game so far. 2 on each side. So Sammy with 3 fouls will take a seat on the bench for the rest of the half. Jordan Moten coming in. And a steal, a second steal by Benson. He's got Jermonte wide open. Monte can't get it to go. Fight for the ball. Malden comes down with it. Here's DePro. DePro is going to drive it. And he has his shot blocked and fouled. Fouled on the shot attempt, so he'll go back to the stripe. He's 2 for 2 on the night. That foul was on Moten. That's his third. So the Tigers getting in foul trouble early. They are up big, 16 points on a 29-13 game as DeBro goes to the stripe. And hits it. Excuse me. Second shot, up and good. And substitution. It'll be Colby Sargent coming in for Moten, who has 3 fouls. Tigers bringing it up the court with Sargent. Here's Jordan Moten for 3. Too short. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. So the Greenwave have it, trailing by 14. 2:22 remaining in the first half. Inbounded by Parker. He'll give it off to Perkins. Perkins is going to drive it. Now a long pass to Bell down low and a foul.
We might be in the third quarter now if it weren't for all these fouls.
I'm telling you, that the Tigers have racked up the fouls. I believe that's as the first shot by Zion is no good. I want to say 11 fouls against the Tigers so far.
I mean, it's accurate enough to me.
Bell makes the second. As the Greenwave try to chip away. Tigers still up by 13. Jordan Moten's pass to Sargent. Back up to Moten. To Alexander. To Moten. Tigers looking to kill some clock here. Quick pass down low to Benson. Benson's shot was too strong. Fight for the ball. Jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Greenwave. So under 2 minutes to go in the first half. And I know we're waiting on a couple updates. I know there's a big game tonight. South Penn against Risco. Try to get some updates at the half. Here comes a wide open shot from Perkins. Nails it for 3. Zach Perkins pulls the Greenwave back within 10 points. 29-19. A minute 40 remaining in the first half. Here's Jordan Moten. Quick pass to Benson. Benson's shot, again, too strong. I'll tell you, he backs up about 6 inches. He's hitting that every time. Now Zach Perkins brings it up after hitting a big 3 for the Greenwave moments ago. He's defended tough. Going to have to find somewhere to pass it, and he does. Gets it off to Dobbins. Dobbins with a shot after losing a defender, puts it up and good. That gives him 6 in the quarter. Back to an 8-point lead for the Tigers. Jackson to Alexander, now out to Jordan Moten. Alexander back to Benson. Benson had it knocked away. And last touch by Benson. It'll go the other way. Under a minute to go. And Tiger fans wanted a foul on against Benson there. And once again, Germonte comes flying in out of nowhere to try to steal a pass intended for Dobbins. Just knocks it away. That killed his second. 53 seconds remaining in the first half. Parker inbounds. Goes to Bell. Zion, watch your back. Gets rid of it. Pass to DePro. He passes it back to Bell. Pass all the way to the corner to Parker for three. No good, but rebounded by the Greenwave. Put back up. Shot. Bounces no good. Another offensive rebound. Shot up by Parker, no good. And now the Tigers have it. Germonte going the other way. Stops. Sargent for three. No. 20 seconds remaining in the half. Tigers up by 8. Here's Parker. They're going to look for the last shot, it appears. Long pass down to Bell, knocked away by Sargent. Into the hands and blocked by Sargent. Rebounded by the Greenwave. 4 seconds on the clock. Long pass to Germonte. 1 second. He shoots. Oh! No good. As Alexander got it off at the buzzer, it just hit off the back of the rim, and we're going to go to the half, 29-21 with the Tigers on top. So the Green Wave still very much in this ball game. We're going to listen to a few sponsors, come back, and I'll recap the scoring for you. Again, we are at the half here in Malden. It is the Tigers 29, the Green Wave 21.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East M in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
Whether you're competing for the thrill of the game or cheering from the sidelines, the Bank of Missouri is rooting for you every step of the way. We know life is full of ups and downs. That's why our team works to get to know you, to understand your unique needs, and to empower you with the personalized tools and support to reach your goals. So no matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is a teammate you can count on. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Affordable Buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti offer rent-to-own utility sheds, lofted barns, cabins, and garages ranging in sizes from 8x10 to 14x40, with no credit check required and down payments as low as just $100, plus free delivery and setup within 50 miles. Come in and see Caleb Trammell at 898 East State Highway 84 in Caruthersville, right next to A Plus Storage, or call 573-922-6318. Affordable Buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti, a proud sponsor of the Boot Heel Sports Network. We are at the half here in Malden. The Tigers clinging to an 8-point lead. It's 29-21. Just real quickly on the scoring for the Green Wave. Zach Perkins with 3. Diantes Dobbins has 6, all those in the second quarter. Landon DePro leads the way for the Green Wave with 9. He had 2. He had all 7 in the first quarter, 2 in the second quarter. And Zion Bell has 3, all of those coming from the stripe. For the Tigers, Sammy Bryant has been putting on a clinic. He's got 4 three-pointers in this game and a clean-up layup. He's got 14 to lead all scorers. Right behind him is Germonte Alexander. He scored the first 2 points of the game and now has 7. Moten has 6 for the Tigers. And Benson rounds it out with 2. And that's where we stand, 29-21 at the half. All I can say is, if you're hearing a lot of whistles, it's against the Tigers. Now, I'm not saying they're not correct. There's a lot of pushing and shoving going on down there, but the Tigers have racked up fouls. They have 3 players with 3 fouls already in this game. We haven't even started the second quarter. So they're going to have to be careful with that. We're definitely going to have to see some help from the bench players. But then again, if you were with us at the start of this game, a new starting lineup for Coach Bell and the Tigers, as Jackson, for the first time this season, didn't start. And we saw Demarion Rogers start, who already had a big game in the junior varsity in just the first half with 22 points. So going by stats and what we've seen, you would think the score would be a little more lopsided, wouldn't you, Charlie? What are you seeing out?
Well, I'm just seeing a Malden team that is fighting, they 0-8, but you look at some of their losses. Overton at the Riverbend Classic. Overton, don't want to be rude here, probably bigger than this whole city or the whole town. Overton's a huge school in Memphis. Then you also have a overtime loss at Doniphan in there, and you throw in the mix the Bloomfield Christmas tournament where they were seeded against Dexter, who made the finals, and then they played Bloomfield, the host of the tournament there. I don't think you could get a worse 2 games if you're Malden. Puxico is there, but yeah, besides Puxico, the second place team and the host team for this tournament, and they're out here showing that they're not slouches, even though they're 0-8. They have the fight, they just haven't been able to get lucky enough to get that first win. And really, the Tigers, I was going to say, I was thinking of stuff to say in the first quarter. I was going to say this is the most complete I've seen the Tigers play this year. And this is reminiscent of those 22-23 teams, the ones that won the conference and single-handedly just dominated every single game that they could, suffocating teams. But then that second quarter hit, and Malden just turned the Jets on, it felt like. And there's a reason they're only down 8 right now. And, you take out the fouls, Caruthersville's probably up 20. But still, you have to play with what you got. And right now, Malden has a bunch of players in foul, or Caruthersville has a bunch of players in foul trouble, thanks to the way Malden plays, thanks to the aggressive ability of Malden.
Hey, you couldn't have said it any better. This is a very aggressive, very physical Malden team, and that's why they only trail by 8 here at the half. When some would have speculated it would have been a bigger margin, but you're right, the fouls with a big part of it. Getting some updates coming in. It looks like, I mentioned earlier, the Hayti Junior Varsity won their game. They were down by 17 in that game. Came back to win by 16. You want to talk about one offense catching fire and the other one going ice cold? So a big win for the Hayti JV, and now it looks like that's against Neelyville. Right now the varsity is tied at the half 27 all. Mm-hmm. So a barn burner, because I'm telling you right now, and you may have noticed I've talked about it in our top 10s during Shooting Hoops in the Boot. I think this Hayti team is going to go places. I really do think they're good. They're knotted up. And then another update I just got, South Pam, who we all love.
Yep,
we think one team. You got a number 1, I got a number 2. I've got to watch them personally defeat a highly ranked team from Arkansas. Currently down 11-17 with 8 minutes, so 1 minute left in the first. So that's early into that game. And South Penn can go on some runs. I'm sorry.
Who's South Penn playing again?
Risco.
Oh,
that's a big matchup.
That's a game of that's a game of the year contender right there.
Absolutely, and
that's my number 1 versus my number 5. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's Risco, who, man, they put on a show in the Bloomfield Christmas tournament, and now they're playing against South Penn, who again has only played 3 games this season, but have improved or have impressed everybody who's got to watch them. I know that. So we're going to take another quick break to hear from our sponsors, as Malden is just now coming back to the court. So we'll be back. It looks like the action will start in just about 2 minutes. Right back on the Boot Heel Sports Network.
Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville, or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
We're for agriculture. For growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
Life is a balancing act, but banking doesn't have to be. First State Community Bank's new digital banking fits seamlessly into your lifestyle, putting you in control of your finances more conveniently than ever, so you can bank on your terms and your time. With credit monitoring, card controls, and sharing tools all at your fingertips, it might be time to celebrate. With First State Community Bank, banking is always in motion. Simplify your life and explore our digital banking today.
And we are back and underway in the third quarter. Tigers lead 29-21 here in the big metropolis that is Malden, Missouri. Sammy Bryant with the ball, gives it to Jamonte, throwing an alley-oop down low, but the layup was no good. Pass down to Quan McVeigh, his first minutes on the court tonight. And now Malden driving, shot up and good. That was the big guy, I believe Zion with the points. And Malden's cut it down to a 6-point lead. Sargent at the top gives it to Alexander, to McVeigh. Now the pass out to Alexander. Here's a three put up by Quan and got it. Oh, we missed that in the first half. McVeigh enters the game, drills a three right off the bat. Tigers back up by 9. Dobbins pass down low to Bell, too strong to Pro, puts it back up and off the glass and good. He's got 11 in the game. Greenwave not going anywhere. 7-point lead for the Tigers. McVeigh to Alexander, back to McVeigh for three. No good this time. Fight for the ball. Tigers end up with it. McVeigh again. He's going to pass it out to the top to Jackson, excuse me. Sammy Bryant with a long three. No good, but rebounded by McVeigh. And no shot. Foul on the floor.
Jeremy, I believe the ref just yelled flop. I'm not even kidding here.
I heard somebody.
I think he just yelled flop, 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 putting his hands down like an Italian.
So there was no charge on the play. That's going to be a blocking foul. As the referee flat out said he flopped. Therefore, it's a blocking foul against the Greenwave, and the Tigers have the ball. Pass to Jamonte. Jamonte gives it out to Jackson. Jackson back up top to Jamonte, back to Jackson. Jackson for three. No good, in and out, but rebounded by McVeigh. Just into the game, and I'm sorry, that was not McVeigh. That was Jackson. Put it back up. That's his first two of the night. Greenwave having a little trouble getting it up. Find them, and hold on. We've got a whistle blown. I think we had a travel against the Greenwave there. Trying to get that passed off his foot drug like a wide receiver would, trying to keep a toe in bounds. That's a travel, so Jamonte's got the ball for the Tigers. He gets a nice screen, puts it up with a little loopy-loop. No good. DePro going the other way, looking for anybody to pass to. Finally gets it off to Perkins. Perkins covered by Jamonte. Looking for anywhere to pass it. Finally just throws it away. The Tigers go the other way. Sammy on a fast break. Oh, he left up a alley-oop chance for Jamonte. It was too strong, and now we'll have a foul on the court. We're going to have a timeout. A timeout taken on the court. That's going to be timeout by Caruthersville. So, and I think I know why. We'll get to that in a minute. Timeout here. We'll take a timeout. 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Boot Hill Sports Network. Back after this. Los Portales and HSAA is a proud sponsor of all of your favorite sports teams in the Boot Heel. Serving lunch specials and delicious dinners 7 days a week. Come in and see Francisco and his friendly staff for great food, fun, and a family-friendly atmosphere. You can dine in or carry out, so call 359-2400 or visit them at 1078 South Washington Street in Haytide, just off of Interstate 55. Los Portales, open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. On the inbounds, Malden bringing up the ball. Going all the way up to the rim, shot no good. That was Dobbins, and the ball goes out of bounds, Tigers ball. I can tell you right now, and you can probably see it on the if you were watching, Coach Bell called that timeout out of pure frustration at his teammates, or at his players.
I think it might have been the alley-oop.
It was the attempted, yes. Trying to show up a little bit. Here's McVeigh for three from the corner. Good! And that's the best kind of way to answer playing sloppy. Just let Quan get in there and shoot a three. That's his second tray since he came in the third quarter. DePro driving, lost the ball, going the other way. Sammy got Germonte. Germonte goes up off the glass and good. This is what we expected in this game. Stolen on the inbound. Sammy off the glass and good. And that's finally enough for the Greenwave to call a timeout. 6 points in a matter of a blink of an eye for the Tigers. And we'll take a timeout on the court. We'll take a timeout on the Boot Heel Sports Network. So the Tigers on a little bit of a run. They're back up by 16. Kind of what we expected after that timeout by Coach Bell. Back in 30 seconds on the Boot Heel Sports Network.
Whether you're competing for the thrill of the game or cheering from the sidelines, the Bank of Missouri is rooting for you every step of the way. We know life is full of ups and downs. That's why our team works to get to know you, to understand your unique needs, and to empower you with the personalized tools and support to reach your goals. So no matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is a teammate you can count on. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
So right before the timeout, right before the break, the Tigers catch absolute fire, scoring 7 straight. After the Greenwave cut this to a 6-point lead, the Tigers now lead by 16. And that timeout, when Coach Bell got fired up at a little bit of razzle-dazzle plays attempted by the Tigers, trying to have a little bit too much fun maybe. Apparently the Tigers listened loud and clear.
Acting like the Globetrotters down 9.
That's what they tried to do, but anyway, Tigers they got a little fire under them right now thanks to Coach Bell. Inbound pass is stolen. Tigers have it. Shot, blocked, but a foul. Germonte will go to the stripe. This is exactly what we expected to see, and it all came after the timeout taken by Coach Bell. I think he said, look, guys, you're not playing Tiger basketball right now. Like you said, you're playing Globetrotter basketball, and that's not what you're here to do. You're here to win this basketball game. I talked to Coach Bell. He told me, get ready, and he was talking not just to me but to everybody, all Tiger fans, get ready. These Tigers are about to come out in the second half and really show something in 2025. That's what he expected tonight, and now that's what he's getting. First shot by Alexander was good. Second shot up, good. Alexander's got 4 in the quarter. Tigers starting to pull away a little bit. Remember, they did lead by 14 earlier in the game and gave it away. That ball was nearly stolen from Perkins. Perkins going to drive, pass down to Bell. Bell can't, and he's going to travel. He pushed into Colby Sargent. No foul was called. Then he fell to the ground. When he fell, he slipped. And that's a travel in basketball, and he's going to take a break. No foul on the play, just a travel. Then a turnover by the Greenwave. So here come the Tigers, now leading by 18, their largest lead of the night. It was down to 6 earlier in this quarter. Pass down to the corner to Jackson, back out to Germonte, to McVeigh in the corner, got it! He's got 3 of them in this quarter. Stolen by the Tigers. Alexander up, and he's fouled. Unbelievable. You want to talk about a spark off the bench. McVeigh did not play in the first half. I'll talk to Coach about that later. But he's come in and knocked down 3 threes in this quarter. And now Germonte goes back to the line. He hit his last 2. Tigers leading by 21 now. First shot is good. Alexander has 5 in the quarter. And second shot's good. That gives Jermonte a quiet 13 in the game already. On the inbounds, better hurry. Bounce pass, and he didn't get it off in time. 5-second violation, Tiger basketball. I'm telling you, since that timeout, this is a different Tiger team. Now leading by 23. Long inbounds pass, taken down by Jermonte. Surprised there was no foul there. Shot up off the glass by Sargent. Gets his own rebound and puts it up. That's his first 2 of the game. Now on the inbounds, Tigers causing a lot of trouble. And another 5-second violation.
Well, I mean, Malden made the biggest mistake you could make. You let the Tigers get hot. You let them get running, pressing, doing everything.
Tigers on some kind of run right now. 21-2 run by the Tigers. A long 3 by Sammy. Got it! Bryant, who had 3 of them in the first half, knocks down another on the inbounds. There the Tigers are all over it again and steal it. Sammy for 3. No! And rebounded by the Greenwave. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it was last touched by the Tigers. 21-2 run by the Tigers. Correction now. It's a 24-2 run. Now working it down the court. Finally a shot up from Dobbins off the glass and good. That breaks a 24-2 streak, a hot streak by the Tigers. They work it right back down. Sammy Bryant puts 2 up just like that, showing how fast the Tigers can answer. Greenwave bringing it up. Under 3 to go here in the third quarter. It's been a long quarter. Pass to DePro, and they're going to call a reach-in foul against the Tigers.
Jeremy, I have a score update. Mid-third quarter, Hayti leads Neelyville only 36-34 right now.
So a game, we got 3 really good games going on. That's what the Boot Heel Sports Network's for. The inbound goes all the way back on the Caruthersville side of the court. Now Malden driving. Shot up, a little floater is up and good. That was Cunningham, his first 2 of the quarter. But how about the 24-2 run the Tigers put? And we're about to see a whole bunch of substitution. Alexander for 3 just because nobody was guarding him. And the Tigers get the rebound. Stolen going the other way is Malden. Shot blocked, and the Tigers have it going the other way. Sargent driving, putting it up, off the glass and good. Sargent has 4 in the quarter. Again, a handful of Tigers about to come into this game. There's a fake shot, finally put up by the Greenwave and Cunningham, and doesn't go. The Tigers have it the other way. Pass down low to Sammy Bryant. He puts it up and in.
I'm not kidding when I say this. There is 0 red on that bench right now for the Tigers.
Pass to Alexander, fakes the 3, drives it, and he is fouled on an errant shot. Looked like great sportsmanship there by Benford to pick up Alexander. Jermonte will shoot, and then you're going to see a sea red. 4 players will check in, and the 5th will have to wait as Jermonte's at the stripe. First shot's no good. Tigers leading 59-29. Remember, at the start of this quarter, the Greenwave made it a 6-point ball game. It's now a 30-point ball game. Tigers on top. All it took was a timeout by a very upset coach.
That's why he's, known as one of the better coaches in the area. He's a motivator.
Exactly.
At heart.
Exactly right. As Alexander hits his second shot, he'll hit the bench as well as everybody else on the court. All rewarded for what they just did, going up by 31 points. Now on the inbounds, saying the same old story, just different Tigers out there pressuring the inbounds. Driving it, passing it out to the corner. Parker doesn't want to take the shot. Nope, excuse me, that's Dobbins. Passes down to Bell. Bell puts it up off the glass and good. That gives him 4 for the quarter. And the Tigers bring it up with 1:20 remaining in the longest quarter of basketball I remember in some time. Benson from the top passes it out to Bigham. No good. Rebounded by the Greenwave. So it's Benson, Rogers, Truss, Moten, and Moten on the court for the Tigers. Jordan Moten with the steal. One-on-one. Goes up. And he was underneath the rim when he shot it. No good. Going the other way, but Malden throws it away. And it's Tiger basketball. I don't know if Jordan knew exactly where he was when he went to put that one up, but he was directly underneath the hoop.
I'm not sure he did either. Court vision was not there. Rim vision was there, though.
So the Tigers, now under a minute to go, will bring it up, leading 60-31. Benson, the wing. Bounce pass down low to Jordan. He'll give it up top to Bigham. Rogers, back to Moten. He lost the handle, regains. He's got to get rid of it. He finally will. Out to Benson. Amari. Back to Moten. Fakes the three. 25 seconds on the clock. Here's Benson for three. Short. And saved. But then into the hands of DePro. Bringing it up is Parker. Parker dishes it off. Driving. And a foul. And one. That was Dobbins. Good for two. And he'll go to the stripe.
Was Dobbins going for a little dunk there?
I think so. He made the move for it, but he was fouled. His shot dropped anyway. Now he's going for three, definitely the hard way.
Well, he met Gavin Moten's arm. That's what he did.
Shots no good. Rebounded by Bigham. Rogers to Gavin, back to Rogers. Now to Jordan. Since both Motens are on. Long three from Jordan at the buzzer's no good. So after one of the biggest momentum turn of events you'll ever see in the third quarter, the Tigers have opened this one up and opened it up wide. They go to the fourth quarter leading 60-33, a 27-point spread. 8 minutes left in the game. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
So here we go, getting ready for action in the fourth quarter here in Malden. 8 minutes to go, Tigers lead by 27. Folks, this was an 8-point game at the half. Malden pulled within 6. The Tigers tried to do a little fancy pants moves. I'm talking about some NBA Jam style moves. Coach didn't appreciate it too much, called a timeout, gave them the business, if you will. And now on the inbounds, a steal by the Tigers. And by the way, it worked because the Tigers went on a 24-2 run.
And by the way, the starters and two bench players, as that three can. Starters and two bench players are back in.
Sammy Bryant with another three during Charlie's update. And now a steal by Sammy. He's going the other way, takes it himself. 5 points in 10 seconds for Sammy.
Do you think Lamont would allow the razzle-dazzle now?
Maybe. That's a good question, Charlie. It's a very good question. Because I think I know where you're going with that. You saw the look between Sammy and Jamonte as they were going to 2-on-1.
No.
And they were thinking it. They were thinking it.
Totally didn't see that.
A conversation between the referee and the coach. Friendly conversation.
Having a little silly fun there.
Inbounds by the Greenway underneath the rim. DePro shots blocked by Sargent. Loose ball picked up by the Tigers. Alexander coming long pass to McVeigh, but it goes off his fingertips. And that's why you saw Jamonte play some quarterback this season. Did you see how hard he threw that pass? Stolen. Sammy. No, but tipped back in by Alexander. Oh, the Tigers are putting on a show here in the second half. Another steal. Sargent has it, but he has it knocked away. Going the other way are the Greenway. Pass down low. That's DePro. He's fouled on his way up. Colby will be there to help him up. He didn't need any help, apparently.
When I tell you what I said at halftime, I thought this was looking like a reincarnated 2022 team performance. It's turned into one halfway through this game.
So DePro was fouled. He will go to the line. DePro has 11 in the game. Make it 12 as this first shot drops. I think we got another update, but it won't be of the high school level here in just a second. Couple subs in for DePro is going to get a breather. So Malden has some fresh legs on the court. 5:44 remaining in the game. Tigers lead by 22, 67-35. McVeigh with the ball. He's going to drive it, pass it. Down low to Sargent, now to the top to Sammy for three, not this time. Rebounded by Alexander. He goes up and one. Jermonte with two more, and he goes to the stripe.
That might be the chillest and one you've ever had.
I think you're right. I mean, it really was.
And one.
If you had to guess, without looking at a stat sheet, how many points do you think Jermonte has? Because they've been quiet.
19.
Very close, my friend. He's got a shot for number 19 right here. He has 18 in the game, but so quietly and so fast, you just don't see him coming. 19 it is.
I know ball.
That's right. So the inbounds will come from Logan Perkins. Perkins to Cunningham. Cunningham is guarded by Moten, Gavin, and Jordan. Now the pass goes out to the key. That's Benford. He's in trouble and gets rid of it. Back out to Cunningham. Cunningham drives, pulls up just inside the stripe, and sinks it. He's got 4 in the game, 2 in this quarter. 4:20 remaining in the game. Benson bringing it up for the Tigers. Amari with the brightest shoes on the court by far.
Hey, he loves them shoes. He mentions it every single day. He loves those shoes.
Well, tell him to watch the broadcast because I'm mentioning it now. And Mari's driving. Finally gets a pass off down low to Truss. Shot no good. And rebounded by the Greenwave. That's Cunningham. Cunningham out to Caruso. He's on the floor for the first time since the JV game. His pass goes down low. And the shot up and good. I believe that is Logan Perkins' first 2 of the game, and it is.
I want to tell you something. Mari told me today he would stare at me when he hits a 3. Not if he hits a 3, when he hits a 3.
Well, he hasn't yet as Mari loses the ball and is brought up by Caruso. Caruso. Pass. Here comes another 3 by the Greenwave. Too strong. Rebounded and given to Jordan. Moten by himself. Up and in.
Mari stole the ball, gets the foul call. He'll go to the stripe.
So is he going to stare you down if he makes these?
I'm not sure about that one. He said when he hits a 3.
When he hits a 3.
You know, I told him he was full of an expletive. But
Well, he's got 2. Nice save. And Benson hits his first. Waiting for it. No look to the score, the press box yet.
Yeah. the box?
Well, kind of. Second shot. Didn't get it, but a rebound by the Tigers, and Biggin. Biggin puts it up, and he puts it in.
Biggin?
And a steal. It's Benson. All alone. Benson up off the glass and good. He's got 5 in the game. 3 in the quarter. And that's probably going to be a pushing foul. It is against Marion. That'll be his 4th foul of the game. The clock's running as the Tigers lead 77-39. Inbounds pass. That was off the hands of Brown. Here's a 3 put up and good. That's Cunningham. He gives him 5 in the quarter. We're under 2 to play. Tigers up big. They're up by 25. Make it 35, excuse me. 77 to 42. Bingham puts up 2 more. So he had 22 in the first half of the JV game. He's got 4 in the fourth quarter of the varsity game. Malden looking for any kind of shot. Pass to Brown. Brown pass back down low to Cunningham, and it's blocked. And that's going to be on Moten, Gavin Moten with the foul. And you can hear it from they're saying that was all ball, and I have to agree, but it really doesn't matter at this point. We're talking about 60 seconds left in the game, and Cunningham going to the stripe after the foul.
I don't think we need to complain a little bit about the refs with the score.
Now that is, as that shot's good from Cunningham, that is Gavin's 5th foul of the night, so he has fouled out for the Tigers, but the clock is continuing to run, the mercy clock, as the Tigers lead 79 to 44. Cunningham hits both of them. Long pass down low to Sammy Bryan. He'll take it off the glass and do it.
One thing about the Tigers, they don't stop playing until all zeros.
81 to 44, and another steal by the Tigers. That was Benson. He put it up and in. 83 points. A steal by Bingham. Rogers and the Tigers going the other way. Under 20 seconds to go. Truss with the ball, driving. He puts it up and in. That's Amarion's first 2 of the game. 7 seconds remaining in the game. Tigers with the steal on the inbounds. Bingham off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound. Shot up, no good, but that's the game. So we've got a final 85 to 44. The Tigers win. Again, this was a 6-point game a minute into the third quarter. And after the Tigers tried for a little Sports Center, little na-na-na.
Sports Center, top 10 moments.
Well, that was not too appreciated at the time because of how close the game was. Coach Bell called a timeout, and so after that, it was all Tigers. Tigers win big, 85 to 44. We're going to take a quick timeout, come back and recap the scoring. We had some good ones tonight. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Boot Heel Sports Network. Affordable buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti offer rent-to-own utility sheds, lofted barns, cabins, and garages ranging in sizes from 8x10 to 14x40 with no credit check required and down payments as low as just $100 plus free delivery and setup within 50 miles. Come in and see Caleb Trammell at 898 East State Highway 84 in Caruthersville, right next to A-Plus Storage, or call 573-922-6318. Affordable Buildings of Caruthersville and Hayti, a proud sponsor of the Boot Heel Sports Network.
Hey, are you doing the jailhouse rock and would much rather be having a house party? You can call Moss Bell Bonds at 573-359-4935 or 573-333-2916. They're available 24 hours a day. Also having a payment plan and credit cards accepted. You can make bail 1 minute from jail. Freedom loss, call Moss.
So it has gone final here in Malden. The Tigers win and improve to 6-7 on the season after an 85 to 44 shellacking, if you will, of the Greenwave. Now, folks, that was not the case at the half. At the half, this was an 8-point game, 29 to 21. The Tigers absolutely took off. And I've got an update here as we're watching really closely. In the third quarter, Risco leads South Pemiscot 37 to 32, make it 39 to 32. That game's in the third quarter. Watching that one very closely. Now, the Boot Heel Sports Network is planning on being in South Pem on Friday night for their game here against the Malden Greenwave. Honestly, folks, I don't think it's going to happen. I hope it does, but with the amount of snow they're calling starting on Thursday, we'll see. And with another update, this coming straight from the Boot Heel Sports Network, Hayti leads Dealeyville in the fourth quarter, 55 to 48. So the Indians, the JV won earlier, they're winning by 7 in the fourth quarter. Not quite sure about how much time is left on that clock. So Folks, if you're listening to me right now, don't worry about it. Turn it over. The Tigers won. They won big. Charlie, last thoughts from you, and I'll wrap it up.
That was the most complete the Tigers have looked in a long time.
In the second half, though.
Yeah, especially in the second half. I mean, the score really is not. It doesn't show how close that first half was, and it sucks to say, but that second half, after that little rope-a-dope, we're gonna let's have a good dribble about at this point, and bounce the ball off the backboard. I mean, look at the final score. They were up by 9 at that point. They won by 41.
Well, the fact that they went on after the timeout, just after the timeout, they went on a 24-2 run. If they, I mean, and I'm sure coaches in the locker room telling them right now, if they played like they did in, let's say, the last 14 minutes of the game, after the first 2 minutes of the third quarter, those last 14 minutes of the game, if they played like that every game, all game, they would have won by 100 points tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, if they play like that with the schedule that's coming up, when you look at it, I mean, you have some very, very high-quality games in there. You have South Penn, Zenith, Campbell, Hayti, Cairo, Fulton County, and then you go to the conference tournament. If you play like that in this stretch of games, I mean, you're not just conference champions. You've probably at least had it within 3 of South Penn, within 3 of Hayti. You might beat both of those teams, and Zenith and Campbell included.
Major seeding implications coming up. And like I said, I talked to Coach Lamont Bell yesterday. He said this Tiger team is going to be different than the Tiger team we saw in 2024. And if they can play like what I just witnessed in this second half, I believe him. I believe every single word of it.
It was a beautiful style play that they played with. The press worked perfectly. The shots were going down. Layups were going down. They were rebounding. Something that the Tigers haven't been able to really do is win that rebound battle. And in JV and varsity, they won it tenfold, I believe.
Well, I'm going to go down the scoring real quick. I'm going to save the best for last just because it's phenomenal. For the Tigers, Jackson with 2 points. Colby Sargent had 4. Jordan Moten, excuse me. He clicked in there with 2. 19 out of Jamonte Alexander, and those were steals, bucket, steal, bucket, steal, bucket. 6 points out of Gavin Moten. 2 out of Rogers. Bigham coming off the bench, playing in both games. 9 out of Quan McVeigh, all 9 in that third quarter during that stretch, all 3-pointers. So 3 threes from Quan McVeigh in just the third quarter. And then 2 out of Marion Truss, 7 out of your boy Amari Benson. You gotta give him some dap when you see him tomorrow.
I will give him some props in third hour. He moved on my first hour, man.
But here you go, leading scorer, all scores tonight, and leading the way for the Tigers. Sammy Bryant, the Bull, finishes with 30. 30 points for Sammy Bryant tonight. So all around, what an effort by the Tigers. What a second half by the Tigers. And the Tigers came in, got their business done. They moved to 6-7 on the season. They don't play again until next Thursday, folks. But we have plenty of action on the Boot Heel Sports Network. Turn over and click on that Hayti game. The thing's coming down to the wire for the Indians. And then we'll be checking that South Penn game, South Penn Risco, on the way home.
In my gray van.
In the gray blue van. So we want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight to the Boot Heel Sports Network. We're so glad to be back on the air in 2025. And a nice little shout out, a wave there from Coach Bell to Charlie.
Oh yeah, the best announcer for the Tigers. I'm the real voice of the Tigers.
Okay, well, we'll let the audience decide. Either way, folks, thank you so much for joining us and tuning in. Stay tuned to our page on Facebook. We got a lot of action going on. Again, the Tigers don't play again until next Thursday, but we've got Hayti, Portersville, South Pemiscot, and anything else we can get our hands on.
I'll do bocce ball if I have to.
There you go. You just let us know. If you'd like to be a sponsor, also let us know. Thank you to all of our sponsors, everyone that tuned in. For Charlie Duckworth and the entire Boot Heel Sports Network, everyone here in Malden, very appreciative of their support. We want to thank you for tuning in to the Boot Heel